Hello everyone. As we already discussed the question of time and distance, as far as average speed is concerned, relative speed we know the questions on time and distance, trains and boats and stream. Today we are discussing the general questions on time and distance. These are the four different questions which they may ask. Now, a student walks from his house at 5 o'clock and reaches school 10 minutes late. If his speed had been 6 km per hour, he would have reached 15 minutes early. So if in case we are talking about this question, so we are equating the time. Let the distance be x from the person's house to the school. X at a speed of 5 km per hour. So this is the time he will take when he is going at a speed of 5 km per hour. While when he is going at a speed of 6 km per hour, definitely he will take less time. So x upon 5 and x upon 6. These are the two times they will take when going from school at a speed of 5 and 6. Now when a person reaches his school 10 minutes early, 10 minutes late, that means the actual time must be 10 minutes less than the time he takes. So x upon 5 is the time he takes minus 10 upon 16 because he has to take 10 minutes less than the time he has taken. But when he is going at a speed of 6, he is 15 minutes early. Means if he is going to the school after 15 minutes, still it is the right time. So we are adding 15 minutes, that is 15 upon 60 hours to this, and we have to equate them. To this we can say it is x upon 5 minus x upon 6 is equal to 25 upon 60, and we can calculate the value of x here, which will come out to be 12.5 kilometers. So when I am saying it comes out to be 12.5 kilometers, on the other hand, we can look from the different angle. That is, if we take the distance between the two places where the speeds are 5 and 6. So speeds are 5 and 6. The distance we have to assume, here we have assumed it as x. Suppose we assume the distance to be 30 kilometers. Now, why we have taken this 30 kilometers? Because this is the LCM of the two speeds 5 and 6, and every time we have to divide the distance by speed. So 30 is divisible by 5 and 30 is divisible by 6. Now, if he is going at the speed of 5, he takes 6 hours. If he is going at the speed of 6, he takes 5 hours. So the difference of time is 1 hour. So in 30 kilometer distance, going at 5 and 6, the difference is 1 hour or 60 minutes. Okay. Now instead of 60 minutes, if the difference is 25 minutes. Now, why I am saying 25 minutes? Because this is the right time. In first case, it is 10 minutes late. And in the second case, he is 15 minutes early. So the difference of the two timings must be 25 minutes. And when the difference is 25 minutes, then definitely 30 is half of 60. So in 25 minutes, it should be 12.5 kilometers. So this way also we can calculate the distance. Now look at the second question. Again, he is going at a speed of 3 and coming back at 2. He takes 10 hours. We can directly solve it. The distance is x at a speed of 3. Distance is again x coming back at a speed of 2. And he is taking 10 hours. So this is the time in which he is going from one place to another. This is the time in which he is coming back, and the total total time is 10 hours. We can calculate by taking LCM and solve it. Here it comes out to be the value of x as 12 kilometers. On the other hand, this also we can approach the way we approach this. Let's say the distance we have taken, because in one go he is going at a speed of 3 km per hour and coming back at a speed of 2 km per hour. We can take the distance as 6 kilometers. Now, why I have taken this 6? Because this 6 is divisible by 3 as well as divisible by 2. So if the distance is 6 kilometers, he is going in 2 hours and he will come back in 3 hours. So total he will take 5 hours. But in the question it is given, then they take 10 hours. Definitely, instead of 5 hours, if he is going and coming back in 10 hours, it means the distance must be double of what the existing we have assumed. So the distance is 12 kilometers. So this way we can approach this question. Here, the thief steals a car at 2 p.m. and drives at a speed of 40. The theft is discovered at 3 and the policeman sets off in another car or driving at a speed of 60. So at what time the police will catch the thief? So if the thief is starting at this place and the policeman catches the thief at this place, so the distance covered by the thief and the distance covered by the policeman are both equal. Or we are saying dt is equal to dp, distance covered by thief and distance covered by policeman are both equal. It means s1 t1 or the speed multiplied by time for thief should be equal to s2 t2 or the speed of the policeman multiplied by the time for the policeman. We here understand that thief starts running at 1 hour more and the thief is running for 1 hour more than the policeman. So the speed of thief is 40. Suppose the thief is running for x hours. The speed of policeman is 60 and suppose the policeman must be running for x minus 1 hour because the policeman is running for 1 hour less than the thief. Once we calculate this, 60x minus 60 is equals to 40x and the value of x comes to be 3 hours. Or it means that the thief is running for 3 hours. He starts at 2 o'clock. It means at 5 o'clock the policeman will catch the. Here the last question is, walking at 5/6 of his usual speed, a man is 10 minutes late. What is the usual time taken by him? Now, in this we can say that speed is always inversely proportional to the time. That means if the speed becomes double, the time becomes half. If the speed becomes 1/3, the time will become 3 times. So here when the speed becomes 5/6, then the time must be 6/5. Now we can say if the usual time he takes is t at the usual speed, when he is walking at 5/6 of the usual speed, the time will become 6/5t and the difference of the two is 10 minutes. Or we can say 1/5t is equal to 10 minutes. So the usual time t which we have assumed is 50 minutes. So this can be one of the other questions which can be asked in time and distance. And in the next we will discuss about the next topic.